everybody.
Here we go, round one of the Radical Caribbean Cup. Getting ready to go underway once again. New drivers, but it's the same story. Khalil putting it on pole position, followed by DeVille Park and then Austin Wilson. Next, Andy Rees, Mike Van Doren, Marlon Young, Danny Nasir, Klaus Clint, Oliver Bloch, Luke Cruz, and Andrew Rupnarine to round out your grid. Here we go. 20 seconds left to go until we get this one underway. Welcome to CMRSC. It's Radicals in South Dakota for 2024. Here we go. The drivers revving up those engines. The crowd going wild. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lights. For the first time for the Radical Caribbean Cup 2024, we go racing. Looking into turn one there, we see DeVille trying to get to the outside. Klaus running into the rear of DeVille. It's carnage between DeVille and Klaus. Klaus missing his braking point. Not a good start from him. Let's go back to the front. Van Doren able to cross back up to the front pack now. Slow getaway for two drivers, but we now begin this race. 15 minutes of action coming your way here. CMRSC, don't go anywhere. Quickly, the drivers coming up to single file, but we still have some action on as we see Ruben Ryan losing a position to Oliver Bloch there. Oswin Wilson losing some time here on the start of this one. Marlon Young and Danny Nasir trouble as he runs off. Oh, faces the wrong way, gets it going. He's down in last, though, side by side. We also see, there we see a couple of battles going on in the gooseneck. Luke Cruz off the track there, and it's caused a little of a pileup. Luke losing the rear end. Danny Nasir trying to swoop around the outside. Rupner Ryan in the Church's Chicken Radical, running it deep off the circuit there, gets it back going. Meanwhile, side by side for P2. Van Doren on the inside. Andy Rees onto the outside, and looks like Van Doren has got the move done. Looking down the rest of the order, Klaus still fighting on in the background there. Oswin Wilson trying to fight up, but it's Khalil in the lead. So there goes P2 and P3. There you see just up the road, Marlon Young, Oliver Bloch, Oswin Wilson, and DeVille there as trouble. There's another Radical that goes off, Danny Nasir. Klaus running through, and there is Ruben Around. I think that is Luke Cruz. Yes, it is. And this is your battle for P2 once again. If you were here with us for the DTM World Championships, this shouldn't be too unfamiliar, but it's two different drivers here. Oliver Trouble, what has gone on with him? He's lost not one but two positions. He's gone down from 5th to 7th. Khalil, the fastest lap of the race. As the battle now gets underway, Marlon Young, Oswin Wilson, DeVille Park, Oliver Bloch. 3 Caribbean drivers, 1 European. But the top dominated by the hometown here as the crowd's loving it. Khalil Rickford continues to lead us off to DeVille Park. Oh! Off the track! 2 wheels off, airborne, and saves it! Give this man his pilot license already. He knows how to control something that's going straight in the air. As we also see some side-by-side. Marlon Young and Oswin Wilson, their fight is not over. Marlon Young stays up ahead in P4. Oswin looking for a way past. DeVille also right there. Bit of lag for him. Looks to be good. Andy Trouble gets it going though. Meanwhile, your battle for 4th looking very good. Remember, the top 5 gets reversed. Wilson's position is pole. Marlon Young will be starting 2nd if it stays like this. So that top 5 is very crucial. Hell, if I was even Marlon, I could sacrifice my P4 to get a pole position if I just finished a place behind me. The drivers are going to be thinking about points now in the very beginning of this one. 10 minutes of racing, though. Basically 11 minutes. As Oswin now trying to get a run on the outside. Tries to look in, cannot get it done. Oh, and Marlin going very wide. Side by side, door to door, it's contact. Runs off the track. Marlon Young losing a position, no fault of its own. The position does not have to be given back. Tapped him just out the way. But it was Marlon who really just ran deep there. Oh, sliding the rear. And now DeVille with a chance to come around the outside. Now going to be the inside, turn 1. And DeVille sending it down to turn 1, gets the move done. Marlon Young, in just one lap, has gone from 4th, or should I say 3rd, to 5th, but provisional pole for him if he can keep this one alive. Meanwhile, Khalil has already extended this lead to 13 seconds. What a race from him so far. So we continue to watch from the drone camera up above as they enter onto the main circuit. Another fast lap for Rickford.
I don't know where. I didn't even miss a part of the track.
And DeVille putting in pressure. On Wilson. Looking to the outside, cannot get it done. Ruben Orion brings out local yellows. He does a flick spin, tries to get it out the way. He's good. He's already been lapped, I should mention. Meanwhile, we continue the action here. Battle for 3rd. DeVille Park, Oswin Wilson, Guyanese versus Jamaican. Khalil has left the building indeed there, Martin. Absolutely gone, but with the 2-race format, it's going to make things spicy. Forced to start in P5 for the 2nd race if he wins this one. Onto the front straight once more. 111.1 from Andy Rees. 109.9 from Oswin. 110.2 from DeVille. Even though DeVille's chasing, Oswin is able to keep touch. Just 4 seconds up the road is Andy Rees from these two guys here. And Andy Rees, a little bit of trouble? No, he's overtook Van Dorn, a lap car. Five-tenths the difference, a bit of a lockup there you saw from DP. Aussie still holding on. And both of them, as they continue to race on, are collectively closing that gap to Andy Rees. That gap is slowly closing down 3.8. Oh, just in the bushes there is DeVille. Doesn't look like he lost too much momentum. 6 minutes and 40 seconds left to go. For this first race of two races that these drivers are going to be going through. Oswin Wilson, more improvements to 109.9 at 15 against a 110.258 for the car behind him, and a 110.4. Oswin is the quicker bunch. Faster than 2nd, faster than 4th. And you see that gap. They're just between one lap car. That's Van Dorn. As they continue to race, DeVille is not going to make it easy for him to get away just that soon. They're going to continue to push on now. Wilson running a little bit deep there. That is shades of Marlon Young. A couple laps back. It's Khalil 108.2. Going to take himself a free fastest lap point by the end of this race. But DeVille now trying to push on through the gooseneck. But there you see, it might be some lower arrow from Oswin Wilson's Radical. As Luke Cruz brings out local yellows, loses one position to Danny Nasir. Losing a bit of momentum there. But they keep it going. Take a look at this, 3.1 between Andy Rees and Oswin Wilson. Remember, Van Dorn still between them. Van Dorn, you see sliding there. As they continue to push. Ruben Ryan, lap traffic, must get out the way for P2. Enter into the gooseneck. Andrew feeling like he's a little bit too far behind. Oh, running a little bit deep there. Can he get out the way just in time? Just about does. And oh, sliding the rear. Not helpful. Allows Wilson to go through as Van Dorn. Is he going to try to unlap himself here? Oh, he's racing Andy Rees. He is free to race him. Just obviously he's a lap car, so it's not for position, but hey, it's good practice for race 2. Nothing wrong with what he's doing. And hey, it could slow down Andy if he's paying attention to the wrong car. Just giving him a little bit of pressure, and maybe that pressure's working out. 2 seconds. But time is running out. Big time. Meanwhile, P2, while he's just about to enter onto the main circuit, Khalil is about to cross over the line to finish his 10th lap. 23 seconds up the road. Checked out of this hotel before checkout was even open. DeVille now continuing to push. 7.3. 7/10. Has Van Dorn still putting in pressure to Andy Rees. And Andy is losing a bit of time himself. There's Ruben to run. Oh, trouble! Oh, Marlon Young bangs the front end. And that's going to put some damage on Marlon Young's car, allowing Oliver now to fight for this pole position for race 2. That's a fight you got to watch. We cannot miss out on. Meanwhile, the gap is now 1 second as Van Dorn still pushing on, trying to unlap himself. Andy Rees, pressure is going to take over. If I was Andy, I'd let go of Mike as soon as possible. He's nothing but trouble to my race. He's slowing me down. Get him out and just push on. But if he doesn't, we're coming up to the closing stages of this race. 5/10 DeVille is on to Oswin Wilson. Let's take it to the skies here for one final time in this race 1. Don't go anywhere, folks. Race 2 coming up shortly. Andy holding off now. 1:10.3, 1:10.2, 1:10.1. DeVille was faster that time out. In the T1, as they entered into the brand new paved section. 1:36 remaining in this one. Guys give a lot of racing indeed, man. Oh, as Van Dorn still putting on pressure on the driver from Denmark. What a fight this is. So just a reminder once more, same ordeal with the last race. Once the white flag is out, wherever the leader is, that is the final lap. There is no extra lap. So just giving a heads up to the drivers as we continue this one. Khalil, I'm not too sure. I believe he is on the final lap of this one. Oswin Wilson putting in a personal best there. And a lot of traffic here for Khalil. Luke Cruz getting a move there. Oh my God, so much action. Almost 3 wide for the leader. As we continue to watch here. Oh, and Van Dorn going side by side with P2. Contact. Gets it through. Meanwhile, Khalil is going to do it. This is the white flag. And Khalil Rickford is won. At Guyana, home race win for him. So final lap. Khalil, you've won the race.
Yeah,
Meanwhile, Oswin Wilson trying to put some pressure. Andy Rees still trouble. Oh, and it's contact.
Are we doing blue flags?
Ah, trouble there. Andy Rees is going to survive into P2.
I'm trying to get out of the way when you're coming. I got out of the way so much that I allowed 7 to pass me and put me back in it.
Rees is going to survive. DeVille going to finish 3rd. Wilson 4th. What a battle.
Yeah, 100% we should be.
Yeah, there is blue flags. Yeah, it is responsibility of those cars who are not on the lead lap to get out the way. Obviously, if you do have pace, you're free to overtake. But if you know the driver behind is quicker, you should be getting out the way. And Khalil Rickford.
Mike, I'm not sure you're finished.
No, it's because
He's finished.
So for some reason, it put me
okay.
a lap down somewhere. I don't know why.
Okay.
That was insane.
What
That last
a
overtake was-
fight.
I was sideways on your inside.
But it is this man, Khalil Rickford, won.
Yeah, it was a bit weird here because like the cars just hooked onto each other or something. I don't know what happened.
What a race that was. Gonna conduct interviews here now, starting with 3rd position, DeVille. What a fight from you. Amazing racing there. Coming to the checkered flag. DeVille, how was that one?
Yeah, yeah, that was very exciting. Yeah, I've been gone for a bit. Been very busy, so didn't get the race much. So yeah, first race back after a little break. Nice. Got pointed in the first corner and then started, but made my way back up. So it was a very good race.
Really good race, man. Congratulations on P3. Great result to open up the series. In the 2nd position, Andy Rees. You had a great fight there with Van Dorn. Wish it was 4th position. Or maybe in your case, you definitely wish it wasn't. That was a hard-fought battle. Keeping that one alive, you got a lot of pressure from the drivers behind, but you managed to keep that one alive. 2nd place, not too shabby there, is it?
Yeah, definitely not. Very hard-fought battle with Mike there. And yeah, this car just wants to step out so much, and it's really such a different beast from the DTMs. Khalil, nowhere to be seen, but I definitely had my fair share of side-by-sides, and yeah, just very exciting.
Very exciting action. You're gonna have a bit of a fight to do if you want to defend against Khalil this time. He'll be starting behind you. Well, it would be alongside you, but on the grid he would be behind you, so good luck on that 2nd race.
Yeah, thank you, I'll need it.
And in P1 dominant fashion, man, King Khalil, welcome back first and foremost, man. It's been a while, and I know you're still, that undefeated streak is still going on strong. You win once again, back home. Home turf for you, man. Khalil, how was that one for you?
Hey, thanks for welcoming me back. Yeah, as you can see, I stepped away from the field a bit. I noticed there was a little bit of incident at turn 1. Not sure what happened, but that's something I'm gonna have to look out for this second race since I'll be starting in 5th. But yeah, pretty happy with my pace compared to last year. I'm about over half a second faster, so yeah, pretty happy with my improvement.
Way to just rub it in a little bit to those other drivers who cannot find those bit of tenths, and you're just coming out here with saying, yeah, just a second about faster. But Khalil, man, incredible race from you there. This year's edition of the championship is going to give you a little bit of work as you're going to start behind a couple drivers you're going to see now. But wish you the best of luck, and we'll see how that racecraft can do in this kind of traffic here. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, here we go now.
So, just not. Okay.
So remember, it was the top 5 that's flipped. So it's not a full reverse grid. Just keep that in mind.
Okay, so am I actually getting points for P9 for that race?
I'll have to look back at the results. If it's P9, then yes.
Wow, that's stupid. That's
I mean, I'll take a look at the position and what actually happened to make your car go down the order. And
I think it was an incident that made him cut the track.
Yeah, I'll have to see.
It wasn't even a cut. I went slightly wide and spun.
Right.
Well, I mean, slightly. I went wide and spun.
Well,
but I didn't cut anything.
Nothing I can do here. It's honestly just race hard from this point on. But if it's something stupid with the track, we'll revert the points back to you, and we'll fix that up. But second race coming up now. Just the top 5 is reverse. Same deal now. 15 minutes for this last race of the day. Have a good one. And here we go, folks. Crowd is fired up. As now, the top 2, top 3 here, top 4, top 5, all flipped up. Marlon Young, pole position, followed by Oswin Wilson, DeVille Park, Andy Rees, Khalil Rickford. Oliver Bloch, Luke Cruz, Danny Nasir, and Van Doren, Klaus, Ruben Ryan to round out the rest of your grid. Here we go for race number 2 of the day, and the final race here at South Dakota. Here we go. The lights will come on now for race 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 lights. For the second time for the Radical Caribbean Cup, we go racing! 3 wide start there. Oh, massive crash there in the background. Sent everybody off the circuit. Marlon Young in the lead, DeVille in second position. 3 wide, through goes Wilson. Andy Rees trying to replicate that. Oh, and Marlon runs off the track there, along with Rickford. Whole bunch of action going on at the start of that one. Oh my goodness. Rickford relegated down to 6th. He's got work to do. But running into the rear there, Andy Rees and Marlon retiring out of this one. And oh, Luke Cruz having trouble as well. He loses out some position. He goes down to 6th. Game on for Khalil Rickford if he can move up the order. And we're going to see what he can do now on the inside into the gooseneck. Trying to get through onto Danny Nasir there in the slipstream. Khalil trying to fight there. Huge shame for Marlon Young. Gets punted out the way from Andy Rees. Gonna be looked at after this one. Could be a penalty. Meanwhile, Danny Nasir side by side cannot do anything about Rickford there. Van Dorn, the 2 Valhalla drivers, troubled start for them. You saw one driver, I believe he hit the wall, and then every car just blew up from there. That is a devastating start. Not something we want to see at all, but we're going to see if we can load up a replay here shortly for you guys. So trouble for DeVille, saves it, keeps this one alive. So we are gonna look at what happened there. We're gonna rewind back the footage. And there we see looking onto the inside, and it is, unfortunate for Andy Rees to make contact from him there. We're going to look at the troubled restart. Look onto the inside wall. Oh, it looks like Oliver just tapped the wall there. Gotta take a look at that one more time before we get onto the live scene. Hits the wall. Sends everybody out for a spin. And that is so unfortunate for those drivers caught in that action. Meanwhile, Khalil now putting a move on Andy Rees. Side by side, the inside will always work, and Khalil knows that. Gets through up onto the podium. Mighty unfortunate there, I will add. Just nothing but tough luck. Just being caught in there. Oliver, no fault of his own, put his car in the wrong place. That's the nature of how dangerous this track is. That wall stepping out caused it. Meanwhile, Oswin Wilson, DeVille can renew their fight, but they might have to put on a little break. 109.5, 109.5, 109.2. Khalil is on his way. He starts the race on now as he heads into turn 1. Remember, folks, to hit that subscribe button. We're on course to 600 subscribers. Like the stream if you're also enjoying it as well. We've had an amazing day of racing, and we're going to repeat the same action next week out at Jamwest, round 2 in Jamaica. You don't want to miss it. Ruben Ryan bringing out local yellows on the front straight. Gets it going. Van Doren also trying to fight back now as he's now looking at the man who, I don't think he knows that caused that incident, but Van Doren now gonna try to find a move on Oliver Bloch. Oh, and he's got a great run, but unfortunately it's been held up on the corner exit. Nowhere to go, and a 108.3 from Khalil Rickford. He's pushed very hard now as we head back here, battle for 6th. Trying to look for the move now. Can he send it on the inside? Lock up. Tries to find a way to get past. Nowhere just yet. Out of the hairpin. Still nowhere to go. And Oliver, slow entry onto the corner. Van Doren's gonna go sailing past around the outside and take the move. He goes up a position. Now heading back into the battle for the lead. Khalil Park Wilson. Who's gonna take this race victory here? 9 minutes to go. 108.6. Khalil is way faster than the top two. He's got the pace, just needs to find a way to get past. Khalil, his undefeated streak is in jeopardy here as he races and fights on this battle. Also a little bit wide there, DeVille. Cleaner apex there. Ruben Ryan gonna try to find a way through, and Van Doren retires out of this race. We just saw him make a move. What happened to him? He's out of this one. Meanwhile, Ruben Ryan desperately needing to get out the way. Let's take it to the skies here. Oh no! Ruben Ryan, no! Spins out! Oswin Wilson gets collected!
Y'all gotta do something about these lap cars.
He was definitely supposed to get out the way there. Ruben Ryan losing the rear end, and Oswin Wilson is lost out. That is such a shame there. That is not what we wanted. That is a huge nightmare. Oswin is going to be so upset over that. Now struggling to keep top 3 alive. Massive shame. Meanwhile, Khalil now just has 1 car to overtake against DeVille. That was a 3-car battle. We were robbed. Maybe Ruben Orion thought he was faster than them through the gooseneck, but making a mistake, and man, that is mighty unfortunate. Here's some radio input from Danny Nasir, but not hearing any output. Oswin Wilson, a little bit upset. Definitely going to be upset over that. If I was him, I would be so mad. But very professional to keep his cool. Not saying a word, but it's Jamaica.
To the leader that I accidentally, like, you were kind of glitching back and forth, so I could tell if you.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to look at it after this.
I don't know if it was on the stream, but for my screen.
We'll look at it after. Yeah, we'll look at it after. No sweat. Just keep racing. Meanwhile, Jamaica versus Guyana. As Khalil tried to, oh! What a send from Khalil! They're door to door! What a move! Oh my goodness! Did he push him out the way? No! DeVille went too deep! And Khalil sent and he found the space! You gotta commend him, Khalil, to the lead! That right there is Caribbean racing at its finest. These tracks, you get into the rhythm, they're pretty easy. They're not that much of a challenge. You just gotta find that one little slip up of the driver ahead. And Khalil, what a pass. But now this race settling down a bit, DeVille is going to continue to push on. Oh no! Oh, I hope that's not commentator's curse! But DeVille trips over the curb! Here comes Wilson now! Wilson overtaking DeVille! Oh no! Oswin Wilson! Oh, and the switchback of dreams from DeVille Park sends it right back into second position. Wilson with a bit of a blessing. It may not be Pete's P1, but he's back fighting another driver for podium. A slip up there. DeVille able to hold on, but he was able to keep the switchback alive. Huge. Wow. But 4 minutes left to go in this race. And folks, we are still in it. We are still racing and we're still keeping this one alive. Tavar is willing DeVille on in our live chat. Because that car that he is piloting has and belongs to Tavar. That Texaco, supporting him and putting Jamaica on his back. The only man to represent in this first round here in the Caribbean Motor Racing Championship, round 1. Trying to keep this one alive. And Oswin is going to continue to fight hard. Cross the line, 109.738, 109.935. DeVille faster that time. I think Tavar can answer that question for you there, Pratab. I'm not too familiar with all the liveries in the Caribbean, as Ruben Orion off the track momentarily. Back on it. fight continues now. And take that in. Khalil just needed one little slip up of DeVille. What would have happened if they stayed consistent? Would Khalil still be in second place? Oh, trouble! Wilson losing the rear end. Is that the fight over for P2? 2.7 seconds, 2.6. The gap is still there. But Wilson just lost the back end momentarily. Tires are overheating just a bit. But 1 minute and 53 seconds left to go in this race. Coming down to it. 10 seconds, that gap has opened up between DeVille and Khalil. But Oswin Wilson still pushing hard there. Still trying to make this fight, this dream alive. I heard a slide there. Oh, that is Ruben Ryan. Needs to stay on the side of the track. He does so. And this is not Andrew's day. He's getting it all wrong here. 2.2 seconds. And if Oswin Wilson can keep this one clean, he'll be right on the rear towards the final lap. And I believe we're coming up to the final lap here. All right. Khalil, you're on the final lap. Leader is on the final lap. This is it. 1 lap to go here at South Dakota. 2 seconds. Oswin Wilson, DeVille Park. Who is taking it home? 1:10.0, 1:09.5. Oswin faster this final time. 2 seconds left to go. He's going to have to pull a miracle if Oswin Wilson wants to take home second position in this race. We're going to stay on board with him now. Khalil is in a league of his own as he's going to go for 2 for 2 here as Oswin Wilson slides the rear end and Oswin loses it into the hairpin. That is it. That is it, folks. Wilson running off the track. The dream of a second position is gone. Keeps it alive. Won't lose anything. But DeVille is going to keep this one alive. And Khalil is going to come around the gooseneck. And he's going to say, what a hell of a race it was. What a fight. What an overtake for the lead. But Khalil is 2 for 2 at South Dakota Circuit. Khalil wins it at home once again. Still undefeated. DeVille, though, on the other hand, survived the attack. And he's going to do a little bit of a burnout at the end of the corner. He's going to finish in P2. Oswin Wilson, yellow flags for him. But don't gotta worry there because Danny Nasir, oh, actually, he's caught up at the gooseneck. Those tires are lit up for Wilson, but Wilson's gonna nurse that car home. Was it a win? It could have been a win, but we'll never know. But it's a podium nonetheless, and it's a recovery drive he desperately needed. I don't worry about that, Oswin. You still finished in P3. So, Luke Cruz there, finishing now.
Yeah, same thing happened to me as my condon. You go wide and you get a lap down.
Yeah, I'll speak. If you guys want to stay in the voice chat by the end of this race, by the end of the stream, I'll do a little talk with you guys before we close out here.
Sure.
And that is the race done and dusted. What a fight that was for the second Radical Caribbean Cup one. Yep, 2 of 2 races complete. Let's go talk to our drivers now in the pen. What a race that was once again. Our top 3 gave us an amazing watch to the very end. Oswin, let's start off with you. A lot of heartbreak. Actually, do I see Oswin in the chat? I don't think I do. A bit of a shame. Would have liked to talk to him there. But if Oswin, if you are talking, if you are in the stream there, it's a good P3 for you. It's a bit of a shame what happened in that race there. But yeah, P3 will go to you. Don't got to worry about that finishing position. and results will be sorted out there. Let's go to our man in P2. DeVille, that was a hard fight for you as well, and holding on to the lead against Khalil, but one little slip up just costed you. You're still finishing P2 though. A little mistake here and there, but you still got it done. DeVille, floor is yours. How was that one?
Yeah, awesome race. I mean, Khalil was gonna pass me anyway, so I wasn't really pushing. So yeah, it was a great race. Started P2. Had a little tussle with Oswin, but that ended quickly. But yeah, other than that, was a great race. Didn't really have any like major battles, but still fun. So it was a great race.
Yep, that was a good one too. Congratulations on that P2. And in P1, Khalil once again winning again. This time it was a little bit scrappy coming up through the order there, but credit not enough given a crazy overtake. I think that was the highlight of the race. The overtake for the race lead. Incredible drive from you. You clearly show that, yeah, you can race anywhere and still get up to the top no matter what position they put you in. Incredible race win there. Khalil, how's that one?
Yeah, I had a poor start. Someone spun off in front of me and took me off the track, so I had some ground to make up. I had a nice battle with, I think it was Andy. Pretty nice side-by-side action, and then I was catching the leaders, and unfortunately a backmarker took out Oswin and robbed us of what I think would have been a pretty awesome battle. But yeah, ended up, I think it was DeVille, I battled for the lead. It seemed like my car didn't have the legs on the straight to get past. I believe my gearbox settings aren't great for overtaking, so I know I had to go for it in the corners, and yeah, I had to be pretty aggressive. I noticed the part where I overtake I was a bit faster than DeVille, so yeah, I made my move there and made it stick. So a little bit of contact, but I think it gave enough room, so I think it was good.
No, it definitely was a good move. It was a little bit of contact, yeah, but that's the type of racing you get around here regardless. You really just gotta put your nose in there and you just gotta let the car do its work. But it was a good race from you. Yeah, a bit unfortunate about that battle there, but at the end of the day, that is racing. But yeah, this I'm gonna ask you now: will this undefeated streak continue as we head into these next couple rounds? Are you gonna go for the sweep once again?
It's gonna be pretty hard with the reverse grid races, but I think I'll take the fun of the reverse grid race over keeping my streak. I'm not really a numbers guy, so I'll take having a more fun race over keeping the numbers going.
I like it, man. Congratulations on the race win, and I hope to see you next week out.
Thanks, man.
All right, that's going to do it here for today's race. I'm going to close out the stream, and I will talk to you guys back once the stream is over. Just quick 2 words. If you guys got to leave now, thank you for joining us this evening, and we hope to see you in 7 days' time. Round 2 for CMRSC heads to Jamwest. That's going to do it here, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in to Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club. Thanks for watching this race, and we will see you in the next one.